Okay, we're live. Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope your weekend was good and beautiful and blessed. Um, you only get a quickie today. Yeah, that's what we've got to do. The littles are here, um, but I wanted to go ahead and do a show. So I told them that I loved you guys more and to go outside and play in the street and the wild animals until I was done. Okay. All right. All right. So we'll go an hour. So if you got a question, copy page is guaranteed and then starred the rest. I've already started starring them, but I will cut them off so I can get out of here because there are cookies involved. Okay. This is serious. I'm just saying. All right. And Liren is hiding from the chaos. As you can see, he's in the chair. So, Miss Mary, do you not believe me? All right. All right, guys. I do hope your weekend was blessed. It was kind of slow around here, but I'll take slow. That's fine. Okie dokie. They had an air show, so we had lots of airplanes performing. It was entertaining. All right, guys, let's jump into the coffees. And Miss Wyletta has beat you all to the punch today, probably because she drugged you with Benadryl so she could have the first question. We know how she is. Okay. All right. Hi, Jen. What's in the cards for this week for me? Any comments from you and Wings are always welcome and appreciated. You sure about that? Please and thank you. You better watch what you ask for. I'm just saying. All right. Hi, Roman. Hello, everybody. You know this chat is different than yours, so it's wonky. I may see you and I may not. All right. Wyletta, let's see if we can get a reading that says that your family won't drive you crazy. That doesn't help. Wings goes, not likely. Okay. That's not reassuring, is it? All right. What? Okay, Wings wasn't joking. Wyletta, why? Why do we starting it off like this? Okay. All right. It's just about temptations. Temptation to drug your whole family, hurt them. No, I'm kidding. Joking. This is a work in progress. I'm still pulling. Okay, yeah. You are a work in progress. Especially when it comes to the temperament and dealing with the hubby. Okay, this guy, yes, I'm going to throw King of Wands under the bus because I love doing it. It's just feel good. But hot-headed nature, temperament, because he wears you out. He drains your energy, and this is a work in progress. You're going to have a week. This is still going to be an issue, but you're learning. Okay, you're learning to do your FOs. Just saying. Energetically, you have learned when to put your boundaries up. Okay, and that's important. I wish I had, like, I don't know, better, like, woohoo, Wyletta's gonna, have all her money and run away. Right now, you're doing the spiritual, emotional fulfillment. What makes you happy? So if you can learn to set those boundaries, You work on yourself. That's what's important. So if you can do that, you're going to have a good week. I'm sorry, Wings and I have disappointed your anticipation of great news. But you know what? I think it is great news when you learn to what triggers you and what doesn't. So that's good. Okay. Hi, Rock. Go paint. All right. Let me count my questions here. Okay. I'm speed reading, which is dangerous. Ooh. About time to cut them off. All right. Let's pause, guys. If I can get through them and within the hour, then I'll open them for a couple more. All right. So let's just pause them. All right. Let's see if there's any more in the coffee. All right. Apparently, Miss Wyletta has blocked the rest of you from the coffee page, and she's the only one. Okay. All right. Well, let's jump to the stars. Miss Louise, lots of patients transitioning. Is 3i Atlas helping them cross over? Okay. Wings is doing his. Okay. So that probably means partly. Yeah. Certainly so. So 3i Atlas plays a part energetically, you know, the alignments, everything energetically, in the sense that, yes, Wings. Okay, he's getting the crayons. It's making a smoother transition, but it's also in part that they can't handle what's coming. You remember, we're always told that nothing can stop what's coming. The end is not for everyone, and that's true. They cannot handle the truth that's coming. So that's also, it's not their time. Their contracts are up. It's not meant for them to be here for the future. So it's a combination. 3i Atlas and the energetic transition helps push that forward. Does that make sense? But it's really a combination that their contracts are up. They're not meant to be here for what is coming. Okay. Because the world is about to start a new beginning and they're not meant to be here. So it doesn't act alone, but it does help. I don't think there's a lot of people that are not going to be able to handle what's coming. We're even going to be in shock. But our faith and love and energy is going to get us through it, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. Terry. Hello, love. Will my boss need surgery on his broken leg? What'd you do? Trip him? What? Okay. Will he need surgery? You booby trapped him, didn't you? I don't think so. It's one of the Wings was showing me this temporary system, and they're going to wait to see if he's like a really if he heals well on his own. Um, this is all as well. The resistance to surgery is there. I don't think he's going to, but they're going to watch and wait to see what he can do energetically on his own. Some people just naturally heal faster. The resistance is there for surgery. I don't see this is new growth, all that new stuff that comes with that card. I think it's going to do just fine. Yeah, I don't see him needing surgery. Not right now. Not right now. Wing says everything is always subject to change. It really just depends on how mindset is everything. But is he a doom and gloomer? When everybody sits and, oh, woe is me, and doesn't push past it. If he can wrap his brain around that he can heal on his own, the simple reset that they did, temporary boot, cast, whatever, is enough. Okay? All right. Yeah, if you guys are putting questions in, please don't, because I'm only here for an hour today. The littles are here. They're playing with bears and coyotes right now till I'm done, because I love you, but there are cookies involved today, I'm just saying, and a pumpkin roll. Okay? All right. Anita, what does Spirit want me to know for this week? Please and thank you. Don't be homicidal. What? That's every week. I will be back on Wednesday, so save your questions. Okay. And Mila, I know that you're new here, love. You only need to put your question in one time. I have that one starred already, so I got you. Anita, what are you doing this week? Driving. Watch hubby. Watch hubby. Lover's card. Tower card. Do I think he's going to fall down and hurt himself? No. It just means tell him not to be stressed. Take more time to relax. All right. Does he get easily, he gets more stressed out than you do over things? Yeah, I'll say it. Can you tell him to take a chill pill? Watch him. Go slow. Tell him to slow down. This is action. Go. I want to do this. I want to do that. And you tell him, chill. Okay. You're babysitting your husband. Well, that's kind of a full-time job. No offense, but that's the way it is. Tell him to chill out and relax and just be in the moment. We all have checks that we need to, boxes we need to check off, but tell him to slow down a little bit. Okay? That's your week. Sorry, there's no big fancy readings today. It's just be in the moment and tell him to chill out. I want to quickly address something. I've got a lot of new people who have emailed me and have asked questions and said, but that's not what I was looking for. Please understand something. When I ask your question, especially if it's broad and vague, like, what do I need to know? Spirit picks up on the most powerful energy, the highest point energy that you need to know about. Well, I wanted to know about my finances. Well, I wanted to know about my love life. You didn't ask that. Does that make sense? The more specific answer you want, the more specific the question. When it's vague, and this is not towards Bonnie, she knows this. I'm talking about the new ones. Spirit picks up on the current, most powerful energy that you need to know about. If it's not what you wanted to hear, be more specific. Does that make sense? Okay. Charlene, is Boomer in charge while you're busy? God, I hope not. He's hiding. Too much energy with littles. No, Gabrielle's with them. They probably have her tied up under a tree somewhere, but you'll pray for her. All right, Miss Marcy. Are the land deeds to America in Chicago, Cook County? And does the Alliance know this? Two-part question, so let's do the first part. Okay, Wings. He goes, not anymore. All right, let's figure out what this means. Jojo McWheel, you're funny. Question, are paused? I thought you were asking, are they paused? Okay, I got you. I just saw Q, and I'm like, are you asking if they're paused? Hi, Miss Linda. Land deeds to America. I think everybody'd be surprised of who owns actual what. And apparently, according to the original, I'll use these terms loosely, revolution time, the war, especially around the War of 1812. Do you know that Canada was ours? Canada always has been ours. You didn't know that. Interesting hidden facts. That's why Trump came out and said that apparently so was Greenland, all the places where he says, I think we'll try to get this place and this place. That's because they were always ours, according to their original constitution. Yeah. All right. Land deeds in Chicago, Cook County to be specific. Yeah, like Wing says, not everybody knows this. Not anymore. That's why he said that. They were, but it's changed. Okay. So this is not to worry about it. The Alliance is well aware. The military has it. Yes. The Alliance is well aware of what's going on. Lots of those secrets. They're well aware of the truth. And the magician's tricks that they told everyone. So it's just like the possessions of information under the Vatican and the secret archives of the Library of Alexandria, Lemuria, Atlantis, all that stuff. They have it. Yeah. So they were in Chicago, Marcy. Not anymore. The good guys have it. All of the information, the original information. Okay. All right. All right. Mila has the next one. How did Zahn about me last time? Is this a romance? How did Zahn feel about me last? I'm assuming. Maybe. I have to assume. We all know what that means. I have to assume you're asking how his feelings towards you. Okay. Okay, I'll see. Wings doesn't want that deck. All right. Yes. Okay. How did he feel about you? See about the current. How does he feel about you as well? Unless you just worried about the past. He's really good at showing or not showing. Like he keeps his. He's got a great poker face. Like he does not show affection or his true feelings. This is poker face, putting boundaries, keeps his distance. His head is in the clouds. I'm curious to know if he's young and maybe a little immature. He doesn't really think about anybody in particular. He's in his own world right now. Right now, he's worried about his financial future. Like, how can I make money? He needs to temper his thought process. Okay. This is a thief and liar card, but it's also a representation of someone acting and saying how they feel about you versus how they really feel. I mean, that's a poker face. Please be patient. This is one of those, stop worrying about it. You have to give him time. If you're interested in him, his brain is not on a relationship right now. It doesn't mean that he doesn't like you because you have the Ace of Cups, which means there are good feelings there, but he is not, that's the furthest thing from his mind. Okay. He doesn't not like you. Okay. He doesn't know how to express it. He's in his own world right now. So you worry about you. And if you are looking for a relationship, you might want to consider going elsewhere. If you are expecting him to make a move, it's not going to happen. He's not ready. If you want to make a move, you're going to have to be the one to do it. That's making a loving gesture. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Miss Mary, I don't know what happened. YouTube they reset a bunch of stuff? I guess for a week, few days, whatever it was, everybody was at their name instead of their name. I don't know what they were doing, but I guess it's back to normal. I have no idea. Okay. Roman, message from Yoda and Foodie. All right. Let's see. A lot of sites down today. Speaking of internet, anything that was associated with Amazon was down. There was just a lot of different stuff. Thanks for stopping in, Miss Linda. Don't work too hard. Yoda and Foodie. Roman, you said you've been staying out near Joe's place. They really like it. They like the new place. They really like it. This is good energy for you. Yeah, but look at this. This is sun energy, giving and receiving. There's an exchange of energy there. It's stronger because of where you're at. And I think it's because it's literally in the middle of nature. Oh, I'm sure you really want to hear this. Try not to fear the unknown of what's going to happen. This is live in the moment. Okay. You just leaning on your hoe. You're like, you already know this. Be in the moment. Don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow or next week. Enjoy the time that you have. Enjoy today. We're all guilty of this. You know, how's this going to get paid? What am I going to do about this, such and such? We're human beings. It's natural. But Yoda and Foodie want you to enjoy where you're at for however long you're there. and embrace it. They really, really like the energy. It's good for you too. Okay. All right. Let's see. Miss Marcy. Does every density have a certain color? Let's see if I can explain that without getting the crayon box out. Would it make sense if I said every density has a basic root color? All colors are present in every density, but each density or layer is kind of like the chakras and their colors, different versions of them. But yes, when you get to the highest, it'll be very, very purple. Does that make sense? They do. Because the lower densities are going to be more red and yellows and oranges because that's the basic survival instincts, the lower frequencies. So if you look at the chakra collars, that kind of gives you an idea. The higher you go, the brighter it gets until you're at white. I hope that makes sense. So if you need an idea of what it looks like, look up the chakra collars. You start with red, basic, root, survival, go all the way up to purple crown, but then it goes and extends further all the way to enlightenment, which is white purity. I hope that makes sense. All colors exist in every density, but they do have a main one, yes. The rainbow, yeah. Exactly. That's God made those colors for a reason in that order. But absolutely. Ah, that makes sense, Roman. Wow. Yoda really likes where you're at, Roman. Probably because he's there. But remember, his spirit's with you always, regardless of where you're parked. Okay. Okay. All right. Eva's got the next one. General message from spirit for the month of November. Oh, Eva's just like, screw October, I'm out. Okay, let's get it on. Let's just move it. So, Eva, can I burst your bubble? And according to the Julian calendar, we just started October. Does that make you mad? Okay. All right, let's see. November energy. Because there's no hope for October, apparently. Let's see. When you're done, you're done. The baby, are we not alive? We're not alive. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're live. It's probably just the algorithm screwing with us. They like to do that. Oh, well. We'll be incognito. That means you don't have to wear clothes. Just, he was done. Nope, I'm out. I'm done with October. Well, you know this is subject to change, right? And you hoping for something good. And I'm going to hope for you. Let's see. Much better. Much better. Okay. We're doing I did 3-card spread, past, present, future. Much better. This is Eva right now. Screw it. I feel like I'm in prison. All right. I understand. November, you win. There's your victory. You get to show off a little bit. Things are much better. Win, win, win. You know why? God's in control. Okay, there's your hermit. He's lighting you a path, saying, honey, child, daughter of mine, you have to get through the crap to get to the victory. All right. The crap's just a little deeper than you expected. November looks beautiful. God's going to make some moves. But I want to tell you something. He's also telling you the choice is yours. What are you going to do with the rest of October? You're going to continue on your mission. That's a Yeshua Archangel Michael. If you need a little help, ask, because it's a sword card. But that's a mission card. You're going to have to turn into the little engine that could for the rest of the month, okay? All right? I know I can. I know I can. But November looks beautiful, okay? I like the bottom card. There's your hope, your healing, your optimism, and being front and center. Y'all go ahead, enjoy the boobies. There you go. All right. Yeah. It'll be better. What in the world are they destroying outside? Probably fighting a bobcat or something. Pray for the bobcat. Eva, it's going to be all right, honey. But choose to be in the moment now. I know you don't want to, but it really is free will to be happy. Okay. Miss Mary, can you ask my foster cat's higher self why he keeps waking me up at 5:30? Please and thank you. Is it breakfast time? Yeah, I said booby. Times 2. There were 2, Mary. 2. Okay. I'm pulling cards to assist me on this. Who? The person that this kitty lived with before was on a set schedule. Kitty learned this. This is giving and receiving of an alarm going off, and that was an assistance. Does that make sense? So Kitty actually knew the alarm was going to go off ahead of time. So it really has nothing to do with you. This has to do with a prior owner. Okay, yes, wings. There's also more to this. That's a 3D answer. Do you want the spiritual answer? This is a galactic thing. There's a lot of energy in your house. Oh, look, more boobies. This is a galactic energetic energy wave that goes through your house at the same time. So it's more of he does it as a protective measure as well. There's lots of energy coming in here. Freaks him out a little bit. Just so you're aware. Usually they call the witching hour around 3 a.m., whatever, but it doesn't have to stop there. Right before dawn is the darkest, and that's when negative energies can come around. Kitty's protecting you, but Galactics as well, because you have a star card. Okay? Yep. Okay. Yeah, 3 a.m. Try to adjust to it, Mary. You're gonna have to give Kitty time. I don't think that Kitty's going to stop doing this anytime soon. Consider it a blessing. I would show gratitude. Wings is saying, say thank you. Okay. Like love on Kitty, praise Kitty, thank you. Throw Kitty a sleepy treat and say go back to bed. Whatever you got to do. Anissa, hello, love. Can I please have a message from my team? Yep. Go team. When I talk to them, I feel a coolness in my heart space. Is it that I love them so much? Well, that's good. Express that. Let's see what your team says. Slow down this thing. All right. Look at you, manifester. All right, that's you. So that's all the elements working together. So your team says you're a great manifester. They're helping you do this, but they kind of would like for you to slow down just a little bit. We tend to rush things, especially our heart's desires, but we all have to remember it's in God's timing. This is go slow. Pages are about slow too. Good things. Please go slow. Death card is a slow transition period. When we tend to rush it, your team is saying, slow down. Like, slow your roll, girlfriend. All right. Yeah. You're a lot stronger than you're giving yourself credit. You're a manifester. Just don't go so fast that it can lead to burnout and it can lead to mistakes, meaning not having proper protection. Yeah, you're going to get victory regardless, but this is fast moving from dark to light. And when we go too fast, shadows come in. The moon card can cause confusion, illusion. And so your team is like, you're doing great and we're so proud of you. Look how strong you are. But good grief, we're running out of breath. Can you just pull the reins back just a little bit? Spiritual growth is a beautiful thing, but also embrace being in the moment in the transition phase that you're in. Your team is applauding you. Very well done. That's good growth. Okay. Okay. Let's check the copies. All right. Apparently, Wyletta put up and locked the door on the coffees. She's the only one that did one today. She's like, nobody else. All right. Let's see. Joe Petrie. For you personally. Uh-oh. Didn't Lyran come from my property? Yeah. That is the same guy. Yep. He sure did. Still kicking. Boy, he's been through it. But he's a sweetheart. He's more Lee's buddy than he is anybody else's. But yeah, he's been here. Because I think what, Joe, we were here maybe a week and he showed up. Yeah, he's been with us 2 or 3 years. Yeah, Lyran is he's character. I gotta keep him around. He beats the snot out of Boomer when he gets out of control. I'm just saying. All right. JoJo McWill. Is this the week for big change? Oh, I see what you're doing. I see. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Watch JoJo McWill. I'm gonna call her Miss Slick Willie here. I know what you're looking for. Well, let's see. Yeah, he did follow you because your energy is here too. There for a while, he did this back and forth thing until he finally settled and like you gave him permission to stay. And was that before or after Smiley? JoJo, I don't remember. Joe Petrie, that is. I have so many JoJos in my life here. And they say you went a little overboard. Yeah. Okay. Sit on some ice for a minute, okay? You doing good. All right. JoJo McWill is also done and would like hurry up and get on with it kind of answer. I hope you get one. I think you would agree that our creator has a sense of humor as our parent, so to speak. You kind of search for an answer and then they go, all right, I'll answer you. You ready? I know what you're feeling like. Where the hell are my finances? I need some money. I'm out in the cold. This is also, I'm tired of, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of not having good health, sick and tired of not having any finances to do what I want to do. That's just you establishing where you're at, okay? The creator goes, it's coming. You will be abundant. You also need to spend more time in nature. I know. The weather's changing. Who wants to? All right. Have faith. Your treasure chest is coming. This is going to happen when people, I know you're going to say, we know that, Jen. I'm sorry. I'm just reading the cards. It's going to happen when we least expect it. These are smoke and mirrors. We don't know the half of what's going on. That's where that Hierophant comes in. We have to have faith of what's happening and the timing of it. This is just the creator saying, your week is going to be fine. Enjoy nature. Be in the moment. Everybody gets the same message today, apparently. It's coming. The week is this news cycle. Wings is showing me newspapers. Nobody reads newspapers anymore, Wings. He goes, well, same thing. Okay. Justice system and the tower. We've got to have some more people fall before blessings come in. Does that make sense? It's all happening and it's all intertwined. Jojo, will it be a big change for you? Depends on how you look at it. It's coming, but some things have to happen first. Okay. I know. It's the baby. It's like J.D. Whitworth. I know. Absolutely. Yes, Miss Elisa's birthday. Happy birthday. All right. All right. Anissa, you have the next one. Question. Who and what is my galactic family? Well, that's pretty broad because it's a whole combination. Most of us have more than one. Most people in this community have a lot of Lyran. Okay, Wings. He shows me Sirius B. What is that? What is that one? He goes, he does this, and he goes, not, it's V, but that means it's not Vulcan, Venetian. We'll pull cards. If not, we'll be doing charades and Pictionary all day with Winks. Yeah, that's the Sirius B. That's the one that flipped. Sirius B hasn't always been positive. That's Venetian because that's strong feminine energy. What's the other one? Ugh, yeah. Ugh. Don't panic because a lot of us have this in us too. So the other one is the world that it's a world that got not completely destroyed. It's coming to an end of its cycle, and that is Zeta Reticuli, which is Draco. But please understand, there is good and bad of everything. Okay, so there's Draco. Okay, very, very strong Venetian. That's 2 Venetian cards that you have. In a very lovingly Man, we're all a bunch of mutts. We have a bunch of different things in us. Okay. Anissa, I will do that. I will text her. Okay. Let's see. Roman. Any upcoming moments of the movie that we might see as a public shift, even if it's not a shock event needed? Okay. Wing said, not with that deck, you're not. Okay. This is, I pulled this one out for a while. He wants the Trump deck. All right. Let's see. I don't know about you, but I kind of like a shock event. That's where I start to sound like Eva. Let's get this show on the road. That's just because I know faith-wise, we in this community can handle it, but the empath side of us has to think about the rest of the world, and they're not ready. Let's see. Oh, gosh. Roman, this is kind of vague. This is the oddball. A tarot has 78 cards in a deck, and this deck has an extra. What would Trump do? Well, that's just kind of vague. And then the King of Pentacles. So we're watching the financial market right now. Let's watch it globally. Three of Pentacles. This is how they all work together. I never used to be a market watcher. Now I'm not. You can add, what do you call it? Stock market into all the other different charts that go up and down. Those are actually really important up and coming moments that looks like we're having. All markets working together globally, not just here in the US. Oh, how nice. 9 of Cups, independent celebration. It's also being kind of smug and arrogant, which we all know Trump can be. Watch how he composes himself. I mean, we don't know how his head fits through the doorway most of the time. There is a bit of arrogance there, but he has a side of humility as well. It's the art of the deal, the art of war as well. When you're weak, you have to appear very strong. Because that 9 of Cups leads to the 10 of Cups. Look at the victory over the White House here. There's a lot of moving parts, but they're saying financial. Now, do you want me to show you the last final card of that? And then if you could smack spirit, you can. We're not telling you. It's a secret. 4 of Swords is about hidden details that they're not revealing right now. Thanks. Thanks for nothing. Okay. Thanks, Wings. He said, but I'll be nice. Pull the next 2 cards and we'll give you a hint. We're watching markets because it leads into the RV. 6 of Pentacles is the RV. We're watching markets and we're watching the quantum system. There's your star card. It's Liberty. So sorry to disappoint you. No boobies on this star card. Watch the finances. Let's watch what they do. Apparently, there is a secret little message in there. What would Trump do? I'm afraid to ask half the time, but I trust God. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's just take it. We'll take it. Miss Mary, what does Spirit say my next 2 weeks look like? Oh, y'all just slick. Let's get on with October already, is what you're saying. All right. I'm not in charge of this. When they say we're not telling, you'll know that you know that you know. Okay. And I know a lot of it is because it messes with our emotions too much on the roller coaster. We're all dizzy and puking at this point. But it also enlightens and tells the enemy way too much. And that's where faith comes in. We have to believe that it's all going to work out. And I think most of us do. But I'm like you guys. I'm like, stop the ride. I'm tired. Get off. All right. Miss Mary, 2 weeks. 2 weeks from 2 weeks. Sounds like the military. 2 weeks from 2 weeks. Do we just want to run away? Wing said stick with the Trump deck, so we are. Where are you going, Mary? Okay. 4 of Wands. This is always the celebration of the new. You going somewhere new? The reason I ask if you're traveling is because she thinks my tractor's sexy. I don't know where you're going, but you're going on a tractor. It's traveling. It's movement. Are you going somewhere? Says you are. This is Ace of Wands, taking action. You're going to be led to go somewhere. And you've been saving the money. Are you going to the bank? Look at there. Oh. Well, apparently Spirit likes Mary more than the rest of us today. They were a little bit more specific. Because this is an investment card. See this bank? I'm taking my money. That's Bank of USA is what it is. But we have to get through the riots and the crap first. Well, Miss Mary, how come you get to go and we have to stay home? Everybody go to Mary's house. All right. Apparently, we have to own a sexy tractor in order. Let's all get on our tractors and go to the bank. Wouldn't that be a hoot? So you're going to the bank, but remember what that last card was. The stuff in the streets has to happen first. I don't know. Drug the kitty cat. Tell him to go to sleep because we're going to Mary's house. All right. We'll take it. All right. All right. That was the last. Let me check coffees again. All right. Miss Wyletta hogged the coffee page all to herself today, so y'all can thank her. I thank you. I will be back Wednesday, but I have to go rescue the wild animals from my grandchildren. It was fun, even if it was just a quickie. Sorry. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm out. All right. Like I said, I will see you Wednesday. I will work. Tomorrow, I have the littles all day. I have them tonight. I have them tomorrow. And I'm working tomorrow. So I have to feed them to nature while I'm working tomorrow. But I got to do what I got to do. All right. So that'd be all. Wednesday should be a full show. So at least an hour and a half. Okay. So I'll look for your thumbnail. I haven't made it yet because Canva was down. I will make it and put it up. And if you got a question and you want first come, first serve, you know how this works. Coffee is always first, and then whoever shows up in the chat first. Okay. Y'all be blessed. But I have to go sugar some children because that's fun. All right. All right, y'all. Behave yourselves. Stay out of jail. Pack your bags and get on your tractor and go to Mary's house. All right. All right, y'all. For those who have readings tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow. And for the rest of you, I see you Wednesday. I love you. Blessings. Bye bye.